Picture yourself strolling through a city where centuries-old cathedrals stand beside modern skyscrapers, where red double-decker buses glide past Buckingham Palace, and where every cobblestone seems to echo stories of kings, queens, poets, and rebels. London in 2025 is more than a destination. It's an experience that balances history and innovation like no other. Whether it's your first visit or your 15th, the charm of London never fades. It evolves, reinvents itself, and welcomes you with both old-world grandeur and cutting-edge culture. As one of the world's most visited cities, London continues to be a cultural and historical epicenter. In 2025, the city has seamlessly blended its rich heritage with the rhythm of modern life, making it an unbeatable destination for travelers seeking depth, diversity, and discovery. The 5-day journey through London is not merely about sightseeing. It's about living the city's pulse. Every street, every park, every pub carries an invitation to explore deeper. From royal palaces to hidden markets, from art galleries that span centuries to world-class cuisine, London offers an immersive experience like no other. These 5 days are designed to let you uncover the essence of this dynamic city, from its iconic landmarks to its offbeat gems, while soaking up the vibe of one of the world's most exhilarating urban landscapes. Day 1. Royal Legacy and Iconic Landmarks. Start your London adventure by stepping into its most regal domain. The journey begins at Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the British monarch. As you watch the changing of the guard ceremony, you're instantly transported into the pageantry of a centuries-old tradition. With Union Jacks fluttering and soldiers marching in perfect rhythm, this moment sets the tone for a city that respects its heritage while embracing the present. Just a short walk away lies St. James Park, one of London's most picturesque green spaces. As you stroll through its serene paths, past swans gliding across the pond and locals enjoying their morning jog, the atmosphere feels like a pause button in the heart of a bustling city. Crossing the park leads you to Westminster Abbey, where monarchs have been crowned for nearly 1,000 years. Its Gothic architecture, royal tombs, and stained glass windows offer a profound sense of awe. From there, walk toward the Palace of Westminster, with the unmistakable silhouette of Big Ben towering beside the River Thames. The clock tower, recently restored, gleams in the sunlight as the chimes echo across the city. Stand on Westminster Bridge for one of the most iconic views in London, capturing the majestic Houses of Parliament as the river winds beneath them. In the afternoon, take a ride on the London Eye. This modern marvel provides a 360-degree view of the city, allowing you to spot everything from the Shard and the Gherkin to the distant domes of St. Paul's Cathedral. As the pod lifts you high above the Thames, London unfolds before your eyes, a city that feels both infinite and intimate. Conclude the day with a walk along the South Bank, where street performers, cozy cafes, and riverside views make for a magical evening ambience. Day 2. Museums, markets, and literary haunts. The second day is a cultural deep dive into London's rich intellectual and artistic heritage. Start at the British Museum, a vast treasure trove housing artifacts from around the world. From the Rosetta Stone and Egyptian mummies to Greek statues and Mesopotamian relics, every gallery is a journey through human civilization. Even if you spent the entire day here, you'd only scratch the surface, but a few hours will leave you inspired and hungry for more. From the museum, head to Bloomsbury, a neighborhood steeped in literary history. This is where the Bloomsbury Group once met, and Virginia Woolf penned some of her finest works. Grab a coffee in a quiet bookshop cafe and imagine the city as it was a century ago, buzzing with intellectual fervor. For lunch, dive into the eclectic flavors of Borough Market. This historic food market is a feast for the senses. From artisanal cheeses and charcuterie to sizzling street food and global delicacies, it's a place where London's culinary diversity truly shines. Here, you'll see businessmen in suits grabbing gourmet burgers, tourists sampling paella, and locals hunting down their favorite sourdough bread, all under one roof. In the afternoon, make your way to the Tate Modern. Housed in a former power station, This gallery of contemporary art is a striking contrast to the historical richness of earlier sites. Inside, you'll find works by Picasso, Warhol, and Rothko displayed in vast, industrial spaces that make each piece feel monumental. Cap off the day in Covent Garden. With its charming piazza, street performers, boutique shops, and cozy pubs, it's the perfect spot to unwind. Perhaps you'll catch a performance at the Royal Opera House, or simply enjoy dinner at a local bistro, watching the world go by as London's nightlife begins to hum. Day 3. Hidden London and local flavor. This day is all about discovering the London that locals love. Begin in Notting Hill, a neighborhood that feels like a storybook with its pastel-colored houses and flower-draped doorways. Wander down Portobello Road, especially if it's a market day, and browse vintage finds, quirky antiques, and artisanal goods. The atmosphere here is relaxed and charming, worlds away from the city's touristy core. Next, take the underground to Camden Town, where London's counterculture thrives. The Camden markets are a maze of creativity, handcrafted jewelry, retro fashion, artwork, and global street food create a carnival-like energy. The Regent's Canal runs alongside the market, offering a peaceful walking path or the option of a narrowboat ride that glides toward the more refined neighborhoods of Little Venice. Lunch is best enjoyed in Camden, with options that span vegan Thai to Ethiopian stews, reflecting the international soul of the city. Afterward, walk up to Primrose Hill for a sweeping view of London's skyline. Locals gather here to picnic, write, or simply watch the city breathe from a peaceful distance. In the afternoon, explore Shoreditch, the epicenter of East London's artistic revival. This is where street art meets tech innovation, and hip coffee shops sit beside Victorian warehouses turned into design studios. Every wall tells a story here, with murals by world-renowned artists like Banksy and Roa. As evening falls, discover London's pub culture. Head to a historic pub in Soho or Marylebone, where the fireplaces crackle and bartenders serve up everything from classic ales to craft gin. Join in a pub quiz, strike up a conversation with locals, or simply sit back and enjoy the atmosphere that only a true London pub can offer. Day 4, a royal escape and river views. Now, it's time to venture slightly beyond central London for a breath of fresh air and a deeper understanding of Britain's royal heritage. Begin the day at the Tower of London, where the crown jewels glisten in their vault and tales of intrigue echo through the ancient walls. Stand in the very spot where queens were beheaded, where ravens guard the tower, and where centuries of power struggles played out in stone. Then, hop on a riverboat along the Thames and head toward Greenwich. The journey is as rewarding as the destination, offering riverside views of landmarks like Shakespeare's Globe, the Shard, and the sleek silhouette of Canary Wharf. Disembark at Greenwich and step into a pocket of London that feels like a countryside village. Here, visit the Royal Observatory, where you can stand on the Prime Meridian line, quite literally with one foot in the Eastern Hemisphere and one in the West. The surrounding Greenwich Park offers panoramic views back toward the city skyline, with open lawns and ancient trees offering a moment of serenity. Don't miss the Cutty Sark, a beautifully restored tea clipper ship that evokes the golden age of British naval exploration. Nearby, the National Maritime Museum invites you into the seafaring past that helped shape the British Empire. As the sun sets, return to central London for a riverfront dinner along the South Bank. Restaurants here offer everything from modern British cuisine to fusion dining experiences. With the city lights twinkling across the Thames and the London skyline reflecting in the water, it's a perfect end to a day steeped in history and beauty. Day 5, culture, fashion, and farewell. Your final day in London is a chance to indulge in the cultural and creative highlights that define the city's modern identity. Begin at the Victoria and Albert Museum, a treasure trove of art, design, and fashion. The museum's ever-evolving exhibits showcase everything from Renaissance sculpture to contemporary couture, and each gallery offers a feast for the senses. Walk from there into the stylish world of Knightsbridge. If you're in the mood to splurge, Harrods and Harvey Nichols beckon with luxurious goods and sumptuous food halls. Even window shopping here is a visual delight, offering a glimpse into London's fashion-forward lifestyle. For lunch, explore the flavors of South Kensington, where French cafes, Middle Eastern bistros, and classic British tea rooms line the streets. The area's cosmopolitan nature makes it one of the best places to sample London's multicultural cuisine in an upscale setting. In the afternoon, slow things down with a visit to Hyde Park. Rent a bike, row a boat on the Serpentine, or simply find a sunny patch of grass to people watch. The park is a microcosm of London life, busy yet peaceful, diverse yet united in its rhythm. As evening approaches, treat yourself to a final night of theater in the West End. Whether it's a long-running musical or a bold new drama, London's theater scene is second to none. The energy of Leicester Square, the elegance of the theaters, and the collective joy of a live performance make this a fitting grand finale. London is not just a city, it's a living, breathing organism, a blend of regal tradition and rebellious creativity, of ancient walls and cutting-edge innovation. Over 5 days, you've walked through palaces and parks, galleries and gardens, pubs and markets. You've heard the chimes of Big Ben and the beats of Camden. You've tasted the world on a single street and stood at the center of time itself. London is a place that never stays still. It adapts, surprises, and inspires. And even after 5 incredible days, you'll find yourself longing for more. Because London doesn't just make memories, it becomes part of yours.